नमस्कार। आर के त्यागी, गाजियाबाद, एनसीआर, दिल्ली। रिटायरी बैंक पेंशनर्स के इश्यूज पर एक पत्र का ड्राफ्ट तैयार किया गया और 100 से अधिक रिटायरी साथियों ने यह पत्र माननीय वित्त मंत्री और प्रति भेजी है। सेक्रेटरी डीएफएस, एमओएफ, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया और चेयरमैन आईबीए को भेजा है। मैं पत्र का विवरण आपको अभी बता देता हूं और साथ ही यह भी बता दूं कि यह ड्राफ्ट मैंने भी तथा कुछ अन्य एक्टिविस्ट साथियों ने भी कई ग्रुप्स में डाल रखा है। अच्छा लेटर ड्राफ्ट है। सभी एक्टिविस्ट साथी व अन्य साथी इसे भेजने की महती कृपा करें। इससे पूर्व की पत्र आरंभ करूं, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब माय यूट्यूब चैनल एंड शेयर, लाइक एंड कमेंट द वीडियो। थैंक यू। आइए आरंभ करते हैं। पेंशन इम्प्रूवमेंट पास्ट रिटायरीज की परिकल्पना जानकर सभी साथियों और रिटायरी संगठनों ने विरोध पत्र लिखने शुरू कर दिए हैं और कुछ एक्शन भी लेने के प्रोग्राम बना रहे हैं ये। और अब मैं लेटर आपको बता देता हूँ। मेमोरेंडम है श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमण जी, ऑनरेबल फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, नई दिल्ली। रेस्पेक्टेड मैडम, सब्जेक्ट अपडेशन ऑफ पेंशन and other issues of retirees. I profusely thank you for sympathetically considering improvement in family pension 100% denutilization to pre-November 2002 retirees and granting pension option to resignees who had put in eligible permissible service. Who had put in eligible pensionable service. The beneficiaries will cherish these with a sense of gratitude. At the same time, I am compelled to encroach upon your valuable time by humbly submitting a few words on the aforesaid subject, with the high hope that you would kindly appreciate the deep agony of the senior and super senior citizens of the industry and take effective steps to resolve the issues immediately, as the pensioners have been waiting for more than 3 decades and several thousands have already left this world anxiously waiting for getting their legitimate updation of pension. Madam, our issues are as below. Number 1 है pension updation. This will within your knowledge, this well within your knowledge that the modalities of allowing pension updation have been clearly spelled out in the bank's employees pension regulation number 35(1) appendix 1, and it has been made universally applicable to all eligible retirees by an amendment passed in the year 2003 when Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji was the illustrious PM of the country. The said amendment has also been duly notified in the Gazette by Government of India. Since the pension scheme in the banks are modeled on central government and RBI employees pension scheme. I request you to ensure that the updation is done exactly in the same way as done for RBI pensioners. Our pension scheme is a defined benefit scheme where updation is well defined in amendment pension regulation 35(1). Updation is our legal right arising out of subordinate legislations. There is no scope for further negotiation or interpretation by IBA, as the regulation is a statutory provision with force of law. The banks, IBA and government are now to arrive at periodical updation formula as done in case of RBI basic pension plus dearness relief plus 10% weightage increase thereof, and notify updation as RBI formula as a part of appendix. Number 1. Although there is a laid down provision in Bank Employees Pension Regulation 1995, the legitimate and legal entitlement is being denied since 1992, and thousands of pensioners have left the world without getting their due benefit pension updation. Number 2. Health insurance at affordable cost for the retirees of bank. At the instance of Ministry of Finance, Government of India, the IBA evolved a health insurance scheme for the bank retirees in the year 2015. Although in Government of India guidelines there was no mention about the shouldering of the burden of the premium by the retirees, still the senior citizens were subjected to bear the burden. In the initial year, it was a modest sum of rupees 7,500 only, which within a period of 7 years jumped more than 10 times of which it was earlier. At such an unbearable stage, when the retirees had been waiting for betterment as promised by IBA and the serving employees organizations, a new product in the name of health insurance as at so-called affordable cost has been floated, where there has been qualitative and quantitative degradation by imposition of the ceilings and caps on various ailments. The base policy is reduced to 2 lakhs from 4 lakhs with several ceilings on reimbursement, and facility of top-up has been offered at astronomical rates. Where the premium of top-up policy has been unusually made many times more than the premium of the base policy. The whole scheme has turned to be a mockery as the premium is high as rupees 1,07,000, paradoxically ridiculing the meaning of the affordability. And if an insurance cover consumes 3 to 4 months pension, it cannot be called affordable scheme by any stretch of imagination. Most of the retirees had surrendered their individual health insurance policies when the IBA policy came into existence. Now, when they require real help from the government and banks, they have been thrown upon before a cutthroat market competition and situation demands immediate intervention on government with a compassionate approach. Otherwise, the scheme envisaged by Government of India for the welfare of retirees will not be in the existence within a very short period, and bank pensioners and retirees will be left out high and dry from any health coverage at a time when they need it the most. Pensioners in retrospect feel trapped, cheated, and helpless, having been allured in the name of an affordable health insurance scheme. Third number, non-reckoning of special allowance to compute pension and gratuity after 1st November 2012. It may please be noted that the retirees after 1st November 2012 got a component of salary in the name of special allowance, which attracted dearness allowance. It is paid to all employees and officers without being assigned to any special function to be performed. To earn it, it is payable even during the period of leave. It reckons for encashment of privilege and earned leave. Actually, such components of salary which attract DA are taken into consideration for the purpose of calculation of pension and gratuity, etc. But in the present case, the retirees are being deprived of the said benefit, causing gross injustice in the bipartite settlement or joint note. Our organization, IBA Park, has time and again represented before the IBA government for redressal of the grievance. IBA and unions UFBU cannot enter into legally untenable agreements and try to legitimize the same in the grab of bipartite settlement. Though it is against the basic tenet of law, several such attempts by the IBA and unions in their earlier settlement were challenged in the courts of law and held by no less than by the highest court of the country, the Honorable Supreme Court, as wrong and legally not tenable. The present situation is that all the pending cases in respect of special allowance at different state high courts have been transferred to Delhi High Court by an order of Supreme Court at the prayer of IBA. This litigation will continue for years together, and the deprivation will also be an endless process, and meanwhile many retirees will pass away without getting justice. There are several verdicts of the Supreme Court where in similar circumstances the benefit has gone in favor of the employees to be engaged in the litigation and spend precious time and money. An intervention is urgently required to establish just and fair labor practices in the industrial relation of the banking industry. फोर्थ पॉइंट, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, पर इस पत्र में इशू ऑफ रिजाइनीज के विषय में कम्यूटेशन ऑफ पेंशन फैसिलिटी की डिमांड की गई है जो उन्हें रिजाइनीज को नहीं दिया गया और वर्ष 2010 से मिलना चाहिए ऐसा लिखा है जब सेकंड ऑप्शन कंसिडर किया गया था। इसके अतिरिक्त जो भी कुछ लोग पेंशन ऑप्ट करने से रह गए हैं, कुछ थोड़े से लोग, उन्हें भी पेंशन दी जानी चाहिए क्योंकि ये सोशल सिक्योरिटी है। एज इन RBI एंड NABARD पेंशन इज बीइंग सोशल सिक्योरिटी बेनिफिट स्कीम, हैंस बी ऑल कवर्ड ऑल एम्प्लॉइज। इसके अलावा 5वां नंबर लिखा है इन्होंने, consultative status of the retiree organizations. Our organizations, AIBA Park, clarified our standpoint on the issue before you and IBA time and again. AIBA Park and AIBRF and other apex level organizations of retirees must have the rightful opportunity of being heard. IBA in pursuance of Government of India guidelines subsequently being backed by the decision of the managing committee of IBA advised all member banks to form the grievance redressal mechanism at corporate level, but strangely enough IBA is denying the consultative status at its own level. It has been told to us on several occasions that IBA had the authority from member banks to talk to the serving employees organizations only on wage revision and not with the organization of retirees on matters relating to the pension revision. Now a pertinent question comes, where from IBA got the mandate of talking to serving employees organization on the pension updation without getting specific authority from member banks or the actual beneficiaries till today. I demand that the issue of pension updation must be discussed with the retirees and pensioners organizations who know where the shoe pinch and not others who are representing serving employees and officers, not to us. मुख्य पत्र यह है और फिर इसमें वित्त मंत्री जी की प्रशंसा की गई है, पेंशनर्स के प्रति उनकी सहानुभूति बताई गई है, रेफरेंस दिया गया है और बताया गया कि फीमेल फैमिली पेंशन व 100% DA न्यूट्रलाइजेशन 100% व अन्य इशू जो स्टेट बैंक वाला 40 से 50% वाला सोल्व कराए हैं और उनके प्रति आभार प्रकट किया और 73वीं IBA की AGM में वित्त मंत्री का कथन कोट किया है, ये है टू ट्रीट द रिटायरीज ऑफ बैंक एज मेंबर्स ऑफ द सेम फैमिली, और लिखा है कि दी aforesaid issue which caused long time deprivation to the bank pensioners and retirees would also be honorably resolved with your kind intervention and initiative. Regards, जो भी नाम अपना लिख देना है, जो भी है, जो लेटर लिख रहा है। कॉपी टू सेक्रेटरी DFS, सेक्रेटरी MOF, सेक्रेटरी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया न्यू दिल्ली फॉर काइंड इंफॉर्मेशन, और कॉपी टू चेयरमैन IBA मुंबई फॉर काइंड इंफॉर्मेशन। ये तो लेटर था जो लिखा है और बहुत अच्छा लेटर है एक तरह से, और अधिकतम रिटायरी जिसे लिखें तो अच्छा है, और मेल करें और पोस्ट से भेजें। ग्रुप्स में हमने डाल दिया है और लोगों ने भी ग्रुप्स में डाल दिया है, एक्टिव साथियों ने, कॉपी पेस्ट कर दें इसे और कॉपी पेस्ट कर दें, नाम वगैरह चेंज कर लें, अपना नाम दूसरा लिख दें अपना, और जो भी नाम है आपका, एड्रेस वगैरह और मोबाइल नंबर वगैरह। इसके अलावा जो है कोई छोटा मोटा एडिशन डिलीशन करना हो तो कर सकते हैं। आजकल जैसे ही यह कन्फर्म हुआ कि UFBO IBA का गठजोड़ हमारी पेंशन अपडेशन ऑन RBI लाइंस प्लस 10% नोशनल इंक्रीज के बजाय पेंशन इम्प्रूवमेंट फॉर पास्ट रिटायरीज की परिकल्पना लेकर के आया है, तो सभी पत्राचार करने में लग गए हैं और सभी संगठन रिटायरी कुछ ना कुछ एक्शन की बातें करने लगे हैं। संघर्ष करना अच्छी बात है, अच्छी आदत है, करना चाहिए। मैं तो कई माह से सभी से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा था कि भाई कोई एक्शन लें, संघर्ष करें। लेटरबाजी तो चल ही रही है, हम भी करते रहते हैं, वो भी करते रहते हैं। रिटायरी संगठनों से भी रिक्वेस्ट की थी, लेकिन चलो देर आया दुरुस्त आया। धन्यवाद साथियों, सैल्यूट, नमन, क्रांतिकारी अभिवादन। प्रसन्न और स्वस्थ रहे, सहपरिवार मंगल में रहे। जय भारत, जय सनातन समाज संस्कृति। आर के त्यागी गाजियाबाद। थैंक्स सर।